You guys, it's been a little while since I last uploaded, and I'll be honest, I almost quit this whole YouTube and Minecraft thing after this happened. Yeah, as you guys can tell, I died in my hardcore world. Or did I? In today's episode, I am going to build a massive death screen in hardcore Minecraft because I have no life. This build took nearly 60,000 blocks and it took a really long time to complete, so if you enjoy it, please subscribe. I'm trying to reach 100,000 subs by the end of the year and I can't get there without your support. But enough talking, let's Minecraft. Hey there guys, my name is Brock and welcome back to the Hardcore series. In the last episode of Hardcore Minecraft, we literally destroyed the entire end, so if you haven't seen that, make sure you go check it out. And as far as today's episode goes, I thought we would go ahead and change things up a little bit and do some building for a change. We are over here in the spawn chunks and I guess we gotta find a spot to build this. It doesn't really matter where it goes. I kind of want it to be in a spot we haven't been to yet. Someplace just like this should be good. Yeah, right here should be good. To begin this project, I needed a reference image, so I loaded into a random world, flew into the air and immediately fell to my death and then took a screenshot. Then I loaded this screenshot into some software and took down the dimensions of each part of the image. From there, I scaled everything down by a factor of 4 and began planning out what materials I would need for this build. So now it's time for us to get all of the materials to actually build this thing, and oh boy, this is a doozy, let me tell you. So I've gone ahead here and used this mod only to go ahead and show me the materials that I need. This will not collect any materials, this will not place any materials, and as you can see here, we have quite a lot of things to grab, including 42,218 red stained glass. And then we have a whole bunch of terracotta, some black concrete, gray concrete. I mean, the list goes on. This is just an absolute mammoth of a build. So it's time to get collecting some materials. Now I figured the best place for us to start is actually go over here to the shulker farm that you guys don't know I have and get all the shulker shells that I can. Yeah, I have a shulker farm. I didn't show you guys this in an episode. I did record it, but it ended up being really boring footage, so I just kind of scrapped it. But yeah, it just gives me shulker shells. Okay, there we go. There are the 24 shulker boxes I need just for the red stained glass. Okay, my shovel's basically broken and I cut it really close, but we do have, I think, 4.5 shulker boxes, so we are like a fifth of the way there. Not too bad. Only 5 more rounds of this. Just 5 more rounds, that's all. At this point, I needed a more productive way to repair my shovel that didn't involve traveling thousands of blocks to the Enderman farm. So I utilized the nearby villagers and traded them mass amounts of iron from the iron farm. There we go, there's the iron trade. Okay, you are gonna give us a little bit. I think if we get a bunch of these guys, we should be in good shape to get a bunch of XP. Hello, good sir. Do you want an iron axe? Oh no, you're selling an iron axe. Well, just so happens I have a bunch of them. You should change your trades up. Finally, after a couple of hours shoveling away in the desert, I had enough sand for this build. There it is, 25 shulker boxes of sand. But that was the easy part, because next I had to smelt all of the sand into glass, which was a massive task because I didn't have an auto smelter, nor did I really plan to make one. So I guess we'll just go ahead and make like a bunch of furnaces. That's you need some of those. And we'll just kind of make a bunch of these little double smelter arrays that are kind of automatic, but kind of not. We'll load some hoppers into the back, some furnaces on top, and then we'll have some hoppers going into the very top of the furnaces. This will be where the sand goes in. 24 and 25, there we go. Now basically we just grab all of these shulker boxes and we simply load each one right into the top of each of these hoppers and should just filter all the sand on in. Yes, it will. Okay, cool. There we go. Now I just need some fuel. I decided to use coal to smelt the glass since a single block will smelt 80 items. But considering that a block of coal is 9 individual pieces, I needed to collect 76 stacks, or basically 3 shulker boxes, which was a huge amount. Why do I do this to myself? Like, why can't I just build a house? But my brain tells me that's not good enough, so here I am. What the heck? There's just 4 spiders hanging out in here? I'm in a mountain, dude. What are y'all doing? No spawner either. They're just casually hanging out. I was interrupting in a meeting apparently. I wonder what they were talking about. Hello, sir. Are you one of the ramming goats? I don't think so. Are you a ramming goat? Holy cow. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. Yo, this guy has hops. That was amazing. There we go, 1 shulker box down. Just 2 more to go. It's only been 35 minutes. I spent the next hour gathering the rest of the coal until I finally had enough to begin smelting. Okay, I have all the coal. Now each one of these furnaces should get, I think, 22 blocks of coal. That is assuming that my math is right, which it's tended to not be in the past, but we're just gonna roll with it. And it's pretty important that I get this going right now, because otherwise I might not have time today to get all these materials gathered, because this is the main holdup right now. There we go. And while this is smelting, we get to go ahead and get the rest of the materials, because these are in the spawn chunk. So hopefully the furnaces just go while I'm not in the area. Okay, pause the video. I was wrong here. For some reason, my furnaces did not smelt while I was away, even though they definitely were in the spawn chunks. If anyone knows why this is the case, please let me know down below. I'm genuinely confused as hell. At this point, I had collected the most abundant material for this build, which was the glass, meaning it was time for the next bulk item, terracotta. And I think there's a mesa like way out this way. I've definitely been there before, but it's been a minute. Ah, there it is. Oh my goodness, right next to this iceberg too. So weird. I really thought that I was lost there. There we go, 3 shulker boxes and then some of terracotta, and then I have some white terracotta, and I also need some brown terracotta, but I'm not finding that here in the mesa. I thought that used to be in the mesas. Maybe it's a different mesa biome? I honestly don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and probably head to the jungle just to get some cocoa beans for that. The next item on my list was concrete, which is basically a combination of sand and gravel, so I headed back to the desert for more destruction. I wonder how this iron golem likes that I'm trading his body parts with all these locals. Kind of sad if you think about it. He probably feels betrayed. Poor guy. Oh, Nautilus shells. Thank you, wandering trader. You actually did something for once. That was very kind. Well, hey there, Mr. Gravel Mountain. Aren't you looking rather gravelly today? The next hour consisted of gathering all the different dyes I would need for various colors, and after definitely not committing any murder at all, I realized I didn't have a sheep farm. So after moving all these sheep into this hole, I started gathering all the different wool I needed for this build. Oh my goodness, this is what I like to call a beautiful sight. Okay, there's one of the double chests emptied of glass, and this is way more poppies than I thought I actually needed to begin with. Holy cow, it's a good thing I had this iron farm. Oh my goodness, I have actually collected all the materials. I have been working on this literally all day. I've spent 12 hours gathering materials, and every time I thought I was about to be done, something else showed up missing. So we have finally done it, I believe. I've double checked everything. And yeah, this is about 55,000 blocks. I don't know how long it's gonna take to build this. There we go. I think the hotbar is pretty much complete. And it's interesting because it doesn't really look like much when you're on the ground, but when you're up here, on the other hand, it looks pretty cool. I mean, let me get you guys a good look here from behind. See, the higher up in the air we get, the more this looks like an actual Minecraft hotbar. It's pretty impressive. Now, the next thing we have to work on is the experience bar and the hearts and like the hunger level. But yeah, it's a new day. I'm feeling good. Let's keep this train rolling. There we go, there's the XP bar. Looking good. Next I had to build up the XP level, the hunger bar, and the hearts, or lack thereof. And this was when I started to get really excited about this build because it was actually looking pretty legit. But even with that said, I still had so many blocks left to play, so there was plenty of room for error still. And now it's time to build up those menu options that pop up when you die in a Minecraft world. Now, because I can, I think I'm gonna have a little bit of fun and change up the wording just for the hell of it. you guys doing here? No, absolutely not. Get off my land. Thank you. There we go. I would say I'm about halfway done with this build so far, at least the actual aesthetic part of it, not including all the red glass I have to place. And I think things are looking pretty cool so far. We have the hotbar, we have all the levels and the hunger and the hearts, and then we have the title screen and a little custom message, "You suck at Minecraft." I mean, it's not what it would say, but I mean, if I die, I would agree that I suck at Minecraft, so I think it's pretty accurate. And at this point, I think all I have left to do is build the score and then the death message, and then the area will pretty much be filled out, and then I get to place a whole bunch of red glass. Oh, look how cool this looks. Yeah, this looks so good. Okay, back to work. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give a seizure warning for the next little segment of video. I was actually a doofus, and I had my render distance too low when I recorded the time lapse, so it's all flashy. I apologize. And with that, the bulk of the build is pretty much done. As it renders in here, you'll see we have the game over, we have the score, we have how I died, the title screen, everything, all of the above. And it actually looks pretty dang good, but it is missing something, and that is the color. You see, when you die in Minecraft, oftentimes there's like a reddish hue kind of over the screen. Yeah, that's where all the shulker boxes of glass come in. So I guess now I have to put down the glass. Oh, just for some perspective, this has taken me about 8 hours so far. So let's see how long it takes with all the glass in place. And this was both extremely tedious, yet not as bad as I expected, as it took about 4 hours straight to get the glass placed in. There we go, the whole thing is officially built. Oh my goodness, the glass took about 4 hours, which wasn't too bad, but it was 4 hours straight of just placing glass, and honestly doing anything for 4 hours straight is kind of annoying. Now I built this AFK platform up here, and I disabled the dots on the glass, and now we can kind of line ourselves up and look right through here. And if we disable our hotbar, there we go. There's the death screen. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be a great thumbnail. Okay guys, really quickly, if any of you are actually still here, I want you to leave a comment and say something really sad, as if I actually died. I want to trick the people who didn't watch the whole video into thinking that I actually died at the end of the episode. And that is the story of how I built a giant death screen in hardcore Minecraft. If you enjoyed the video, once again, please subscribe. I am trying to hit 100,000 subs by the end of the year, and I really can't do it without you. And here's the video of me removing the entire end in hardcore Minecraft.